Good morning and welcome to Fort Seller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Wednesday yesterday. Today is Thursday, April 1st, 2021. Yes, we are now officially in the month of April, and it is a day 4. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. It's a good way to get ourselves settled and ready for the day. Today is just like any other day. We can certainly celebrate the month of April, but as we look forward, as we look to the times behind us, so often in this world where we're always doing something, always moving, it is okay and encouraged to stop and notice what is around you, what is within us, and simply just to exist in the here and the now, to be. Not to do, but just simply to be. Now, today I have a new breathing technique. This is once again from one of our students. And it does ask you to spell out a word that you may want to choose. For me, I want to choose the word joy. So for me, I'm going to, as I breathe in, I'm going to stroke a J. As I breathe out, I will write another letter O. And then as I breathe in once again, Y, joy. And then I'll just keep writing out those words. So, what I really like about this particular breathing technique is just something that kind of ties in some of our ability to write and to spell. So, that's kind of neat too. Obviously, choose a word that you already know really well how to spell. It could just be your name because you don't want to think too hard about spelling the word. You really want to focus on your breathing. But if bringing in a word that brings joy to you, like the word joy, is something that helps, then let's go ahead and do that. All right, so let's go ahead and settle in, use our eyes, look around, and notice one thing that is interesting and study it. Then, using your nose, take a breath in and take a breath out, and notice, what do you smell? Using your ears, pause and observe and listen to the sounds that are passing us by, and just notice what they are. And finally, with your skin, notice the temperatures and the textures touching it. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Take your first breath in. Take a breath out. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And as you continue to breathe in and breathe out, notice how your body settles into your chair. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and notice how the air flows in through your nose into your belly, expanding it like a balloon. And as you breathe out, give your shoulders and your chest permission to relax. Breathe in and breathe out. Now turn your attention inwards towards your body. Breathe out. Notice your toes and your feet and your legs. Both of your legs. Breathe in. Notice your hips and your belly. And as you breathe out, notice how your chest relaxes along with your shoulders. Breathe in. Notice your back. And notice your shoulders as they relax along with your arms as you breathe out, your elbows and your hands. Breathe in and breathe out. Notice your neck and your head. And finally, sit with yourself and your emotions. What are they? What are you bringing to school today? Identify them. Don't get too caught up in why you feel that way, but simply exist and to be. Let them tell you what they need to tell you, those feelings, and in due time they will pass on to the next moment. In a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, well, that's ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I want to thank you for joining me in the Mindful Minute. It's a good way to get yourself settled right before spring break. Our minds might actually already be thinking about spring break. I'm not going to lie, Mr. Lin's mind sometimes gets really excited about spring break, and that's what I want to think about. And when my mind gets off kilter and off thinking about other things, I have to rein it back, bring it back, nudge it back to the here and the now. Because there are so many blessings going on right now. You just have to look around. You just have to use your senses, and you just have to notice it. We have 3 expectations here at the school. Number 1, show that you're respectful to others as well as to yourself. You want to give that respect to others, and that in turn will be an invitation for them to bring that respect back to you. And you want to respect yourself too, with things like integrity and honesty. You want to do the right things even when nobody else is looking. A lot of you have actually shared stories of when you've done the right thing, even when you knew or you thought nobody else was going to notice. Because you know what? It doesn't matter if other people notice it. It matters to you to be respectful to yourself, to be proud of yourself, that you're going to do the right thing even when nobody else notices. Also, show that you're responsible with your hands, with your feet, being a hero in other people's lives and their stories. And, making sure that we don't accidentally become villains in other people's stories. We want to be heroes and we want to be intentional. So make a decision today. Be a hero in someone else's life. Use your hands in helpful ways. Use your words in helpful, not hurtful ways. If you are angry or frustrated and you want to use hurtful words, can you stop yourself there? It's okay to feel whatever you feel, but can you express that in a more responsible way? And finally, last but not least, is are you ready? Ready to learn, ready to be excited about learning, ready to just have a good day, to eat the right way in the cafeteria, and to ride the bus in a respectful and responsible fashion. In the month of April, now we are officially in the month of April, we are spotlighting the character trait of perseverance. I was talking to some first graders about that, and that's all about not giving up. Yes, there are moments when you and I might fail. There are moments when we might make a poor choice. But perseverance basically asks you to not get so upset at yourself for failing or making a bad mistake. Perseverance means not giving up and making a decision to do better, to learn from your mistakes, and to grow, to become a better young man or better young lady, right? And all of us have to do it. It's not just students, it's also teachers as well. Anyways, we are at the cusp of spring break. I want to invite you to make sure to enjoy it once we get to that moment. Also, we do have a poem by Mr. Gantz that kind of gets us thinking about the weekend a little bit. And I'll leave you at that. And your teachers do have that other link, so we will make sure, hopefully, to press on that link so we can watch Mr. Gantz read a poem. But before we do that, I want to end with this. Very important words. Every kid deserves a hero from somebody every day. And I want you to hear from me, Mr. Lin, that I love you and I like you just the way you are. I challenge you to go find other people, teachers, grown-ups, as well as friends and fellow classmates. Tell them that you love them and you like them just the way they are. I'll see you guys around.